Welcome to another episode of Inner Peace, Better Health. I'm your host, Eric, and today we have an incredibly inspiring guest with us, Nathan Buttigieg. He hails from South Gippsland, Victoria, Australia, and his journey is nothing short of extraordinary. After losing everything at 22, Nathan turned to alcohol, cocaine, and pleasure seeking as a way to cope. But he realized he wanted to be more for the world and overcame his addictions without any outside help. And that's wonderful. Now he works daily to inspire others to transform their lives through mental toughness, personal development, and a powerful mindset. Welcome, Nathan. You are so welcome to our show, and it's an absolute honor to have you here.
Thank you so much, bro. I'm so happy to be here.
Nathan, your story is truly remarkable. From hitting rock bottom to becoming a beacon of hope for others, you have been on an incredible journey. Let's dive into your story and uncover the wisdom you have gained along the way. Nathan, can you share with us what led to your turning point on Boxing Day 2021 when you decided to have your last drink?
That was pretty much I stopped being selfish. So I kind of for the first time looked at how my actions were impacting everyone else around me and kind of took myself out of the pleasure seeking and I just wanted the people that love me to um have a good place to put it, and make something of myself, make the people around me proud. I knew if I kept going down that road, then I was just going to end up on that road. So so yeah, it was just I took myself out of myself and was able to look at myself from everyone else's point of view, and I wanted to help the world instead of um being nothing in it.
And what emotions and thoughts were running through your mind at that moment?
A lot of shame, a lot of guilt. I think when you're really when you have that moment of clarity where you're really honest with yourself, it's not a nice place to be, but everyone's got to realize that that place is what's going to force the change. Everyone kind of runs away from the shame and guilt. That's always the turning point for every person that betters themselves. So I always say, let it hurt and do something afterwards.
Wow, that's wonderful. It's fascinating how a single decision can change the trajectory of our lives, and your determination to make a change is truly inspiring. You have mentioned overcoming your cocaine addiction about a year later after experiencing what you were told by you were. I'm sorry, let me do that again. You mentioned overcoming your cocaine addiction about a year later after experiencing what you were told was a psychosis episode. Can you describe that experience and how it influenced your recovery journey?
Yeah, so after I stopped drinking alcohol, I started using cocaine a lot more as a way of like I was like, "Oh, I'm not drinking anymore, so when I go out with people and stuff like that, I'll do that." And then yeah, the last time I did it was what I was told was a psychosis episode. Just by people that have um gone through kind of the same troubles and stuff. When I speak to other addicts, I was explaining it, and that's what they said it was. But really, it was just like because you're up for so long. I was up for like 30 hours. I had probably 1.5 grams of cocaine in my system, trying to sleep, just laying there with my eyes closed. Um, in the craziest state, like wanting to go to sleep, but your mind's so awake. And I was scared shitless that like I was just gonna stay awake forever. And you can't really think straight when you've been up for that long and haven't eaten for that long. Obviously, I was drinking water and stuff like that, but it was mainly like to to explain it in words was crazy. It was just a lot of negative thoughts over and over and over again. It was like I was having a nightmare of all my greatest fears, consistently going into my head, and I just think that was the kind of the state of consciousness I was in for being in so much, guilt and shame.
Mm, wow, that's really wonderful. And how did you manage to stay committed to your recovery without any external support? Because I remember your intro mentions that you did everything without any outside help. So
Yeah, I did. Yeah, no programs,
yeah,
no mentors that I work with. I work with people afterwards to get, like, my nutrition right, my diet right, and my workouts and stuff like that. I was already doing all that stuff, but to really get it dialed in, But yeah, no program like recovery programs or anything like that. What did I do to stay committed? I don't know, I just kept a vision of who I wanted to be. That's something that no one really has. Like, we all like to think we have goals and all that kind of stuff, but really building a vision of the person you wanna be and the life you want that person to live is important, and that's kinda kept me going along the way. It's just gotten bigger and bigger the more steps I've taken. Now it's more, I feel more connected to everyone, and um like a need to help and be an example and all that kind of stuff now. But at the start it was just very like, I've been, screwing myself up for so long. I just want to be a better person. So the image of that better person was what kept me going.
Wow. Your resilience and mental toughness are commendable. It's incredible how you navigated such a challenging period on your own. And speaking of mental toughness, I believe, is a key aspect of a transformation. And as you mentioned, it's 3 a.m. right now in Australia, and you are up and you are so mentally tough as you can be. So, what practices or habits did you develop to build and maintain this mental strength?
Yeah, so I went to bed last night at 10 p.m. and I woke up at 2 a.m. to hit this podcast. Mental toughness is being able to do things when you don't want to do them. It's like discipline, but mental toughness is the muscle that you build with it. So if you stop doing the things when you don't want to do them, then it gets easier to stop doing them. If you keep doing them day to day to day to day, you keep that muscle, you keep it strong, so you're able to do it. I just do the same things every day. I go to gym every day. I work out every day. I speak on camera every day. I'll like, podcast to podcast is different, but I just keep it consistent on the daily basis. I write a list of things that I need to get done, and then I just do them. And you get better at doing them. You get better at being consistent, and that builds mental toughness. The more things you do that you don't want to do, the easier it gets. Trust me.
Wow. The more things you do that you don't want to do, the easier it gets. Wow.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's the opposite. If you fill your day full of tasks, the next day it'll be so easy to do everything you do. It's like it's making a muscle stronger, but it's your mind. It's not a muscle.
Hmm. Building mental toughness is essential for overcoming adversity. And I think this is so simple as like keeping it just straight. It's so simple, yet it works so perfectly. And I think the most wonderful and the most working things and laws in life are the ones that are simple and are carried out consistently. So, yes, totally 100% agreeable with what you are saying. And I have personally seen my life. Yeah.
When you follow your word day in, day out, you build a lot of self-belief. You build a lot of confidence within yourself. So that way when adversity comes, say that, you're having problems within your relationship, or you just lost your job, or, something goes bad, or what we perceive as bad, you already have all this self-belief, all this self-confidence that you're like, "It's okay, I'll just get through it, I'll just stay on what I'm doing." But where people go wrong is they get off all the personal work, they stop doing their workouts, they stop eating right, they stop going on their morning runs and waking up at the same time, and then adversity comes and their self-worth, self-belief is so low that, their adversity just runs straight over them. If you're consistent to a daily process, daily habits, the self-belief you build within yourself, the confidence is crazy. It doesn't matter what comes your way. You just be, "I'll just stay on my stuff and I'll move forward. It'll be alright."
Yeah. Wow. It's it's really wonderful. It's overwhelming. Nathan, your mindset is crucial in achieving lasting change, the mindset itself. So how did you shift your mindset from one of self-destruction to one of growth and positivity? And I know that it's all about that's what you have been talking about all along, but can you get more specific about it? What advice would you give to someone struggling to change their mindset?
Yeah, you gotta understand what mindset is. Mindset is your mind setting. So it's what your default mind is, right? And that's built around your beliefs and values. changing your mindset means you're open to other people's beliefs and values. That's the biggest thing. Okay, you can't change your mindset and be the same person, have the same beliefs, have the same values. They're going to change. They're going to have to. So the first thing you got to do is open your mind and listen to other people's, especially people that are in the position that you want to be in. They're the only people that you should be listening to in the first place. But you want to adopt their beliefs and adopt their values instead of pushing against them. When someone says they wake up at 2 o'clock to hit a podcast at 3:30, most people would, I don't know, think they're lying. Or when someone says they made $1 million in a month, they would probably think they're lying. You have to believe all this stuff is true to be able to adopt that mindset. So that's the biggest thing with mindset. And then to keep that mindset is just action every day. Like I said before, you just want to keep doing your daily habits, keep doing your daily process. And that keeps instilling the mindset, because we're all human. If we get off the work, we end up going backwards. We'll end up telling ourselves different things. We'll end up making more excuses. So yeah, you just gotta stay on the work to keep the mindset. But always intake new information and be practicing it as well.
Wow. And finally, what message do you hope to convey through your story and your work with others to all our audiences and people who are listening?
But the biggest thing is that every single person is an offering to the world. They aren't living for themselves. They're not here for themselves. They're here for everyone else. So if you're in a position where um you haven't got you right, getting you right seems selfish. Getting in shape, eating right, that all seems selfish. But what you're doing is you're building a better offering, a better being for the world. So you actually get given more from the universe because of it. It's the most unselfish thing you can do, is make you good. Because when you're not good, um, the universe sees you as, like, there's nothing to give. You're just hindering everyone else. You're a bad example. You're doing drugs, you're drinking. You're not bringing anyone up. When you start bettering yourself, you are, the universe wants to help you get there so that you'll be like a good example for everyone else.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much. Your message of hope and transformation is powerful. It's clear that your journey is making a significant impact on others. Wow. Thank you so much, Nathan, for sharing your incredible journey and insights with us today. Your story is a testament to the power of mental toughness, personal development, and a positive mindset. To all our listeners, if you're inspired by Nathan's journey and want to learn more about how you can transform your own life, be sure to connect with him and explore his work. Remember, this journey to inner peace and better health starts with a single step. Take action today and let's walk this path together. Until next time, stay inspired and keep striving for better health.